Physics candidate, pay close attention to this. What if I told you that the easiest way to score high mark in this physics practical exam is to understand why a mass oscillates between two strings? Many students can measure the time for oscillation, but very few understand why we calculate t square, plot the graph of t square against m, and also why do we have a straight line graph for mechanics practical. And do you know that the spring constant value is hidden in the graph? In this video lesson, I'm going to guide you through mechanics practical exactly the way examiners expect. I will guide you on setting up the apparatus, taking accurate reading, plotting the graph, and calculating the slope. By the end of this video lesson, you'll be able to answer practical questions confidently, whether you are preparing for WAEC, NECO, GCSE, or A-level examinations. Now let's unlock the secret behind oscillation and spring constants. In this mechanics practical, you are provided with a set of masses, two identical spiral springs, a meter rule. We have two retort stands with clamps, stopwatch, and a thread. So for this practical setup, the pendulum bob is not required. The balance point of our meter rule is the center of gravity, and it is labeled C. We have to mark this point clearly because it will be the central loading position. So that is where we have the mass hung. Note this exam tip. A wrong center of gravity introduces errors throughout the experiment. How do we determine the center of gravity? You check the balance point of the meter rule on a knife edge. Now, can we see that the retort stand is set upright and the meter rule is connected in between two identical spiral springs? And we suspend our first mass, which is 150 grams, to kickstart the experiment. So I have a 50-gram mass to be added to 100 grams. So we can put this into oscillation. I'm going to put the 150-gram mass into oscillation at an amplitude of 5 centimeters. So we pull it down gently and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So right here we have 23.35. So let's record the first reading from the stopwatch. We have 23.35. That's to 2 decimal places. So we can take the next one, we take another 50-gram mass and we add it to 150 grams. So making what? 200 grams, that's right. So we can put it into oscillation. Before you continue, you ensure that the mass is at the central loading position, which is 50 centimeters, okay? That's the center of gravity. So we can put it into oscillation, 20 oscillation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So right here we have 25.45. So for the 200-gram mass, the time taken for 20 oscillation is 25.45 seconds. So we have 25.45 seconds. Okay, so can we take the next one? So we had 50-gram mass to 200. Okay, that makes it what? 250. So we have the 250-gram mass suspended at the center of gravity of the meter rule. Recall that the distance between the first spiral spring here and the second spiral spring is 8c. Okay, so we have 10 centimeters towards this end as well as 10 centimeters towards the other end. So the distance between the two spiral springs is 80 centimeters. So we have the center of gravity of the meter rule is what? 50 centimeters. So we can proceed once this is checked. Okay, so we have 250-gram mass suspended at the center of gravity. So let's put it into oscillation. 20 oscillation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 27.96. So our reading for this is what? 27.96. Okay, so we can proceed with the next one. So in order to have 300, we had another 50 gram mass to 250. Okay, so we have 300 gram suspended at the center of gravity of the meter rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So right here we have 29.79. 29.79. 29.79. Okay, so that's for the 300 gram mass. In order to have the 350 gram mass, I need to remove 50 gram from this. So what we are having here is 250. I'm going to add 100 gram mass to it. So we have 100 gram mass. Okay, so that makes it what? 350 gram. Can we put the system into oscillation now? Remember, at an amplitude of 5 centimeters. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So here we have 31.60. 31.60. So we have 31.60. So we can see that this experiment is very easy to carry out. Okay, so all you need to do is to take your reading from the stopwatch as you carry out 20 oscillation or 10 oscillation, as the case may be, for your exam. Moving on, can we determine the values of the T for each experiment? So we have the time taken for oscillation divided by the number of oscillations. So the first one, for 150 gram mass, we have 23.35. 23.35 divided by 20. So that will give us 1.1675. Approximately 1.168, at least to 2 decimal places. This is 3 decimal places. Okay, so the next one we have 25.45 divided by 20. That is 1.273. Then the next one, for 250 gram mass, we have 27.96 divided by 20. We have 1.398. For the 300 gram mass, the time is 29.79. 29.79 divided by 20. We have 1.490. Okay, then the next one, for 350 gram mass, the time is 31.60. Divided by 20, we have 1.580. It can be observed from this result that as the mass increases, the time tends to increase. It implies that the period is directly proportional to the masses that we use in this experiment. So as the masses increases, the period also increases for this Mechanics experiment. Can we determine the value of t squared? We can have that to 3 decimal places as well. So for the first one, 1.168 squared. We have 1.364. Then the next one, 1.273 squared. We have 1.620. And the next one, 1.398 squared. That will give 1.954. For the next one, we have 1.490 squared. We have 2.220. Next, we have 1.580 squared. We have 2.496. Okay, so we've been able to record the value of t squared to 3 decimal places. Make sense? Moving on, can we plot the graph of t squared against m? We have t squared on the vertical axis of our graph and m on the horizontal axis of the graph. The graph of t squared against m is a straight line graph, and the slope that we calculated is the spring constant for this experiment. So if you are writing WAEC physics, type WAEC ready in the comment section. Like this video, share it with your classmates, and subscribe to Organotope Science Academy for more science practical tutorials, exam prediction, and revision classes. See you in the next lesson. Stay curious, stay scientific, and keep excelling.